Alright, I'm going to try to give a quick explanation of the AC power system on the C5. So the brains of a lot of the operation here is going to be the BPCU. The BPCU is going to control a lot of the functions when it comes to bus tie and swapping contactors and stuff like that. But a big note to this is specifically in the dash 1, the BPCU controls the external power relay right here. It controls the APR, which is the bus tie contactor for the APU. It controls the cross tie relay, and those are the ones that it mainly controls, which I kind of had it mixed up before. I thought the BPCU also controlled our bus tie relays, but it does and it doesn't, because the GCUs technically have primary control. That's why I drew arrows here. They control the generator relays there, and they also control the bus tie relays. Now, the way the BPCU can control the bus tie relays is it can send a signal to the GCUs to open the bus tie relay. So it's not direct, it kind of goes through the GCU to make that happen. So I'm going to draw out kind of going from before engine start to how we would get power on the airplane. So down here is our external power receptacle, and so when we decide to go ahead and hook up power to the aircraft, we're going to hook it up to the external power receptacle. Power is going to come in from the power cart, and it'll be sitting right here at the external power relay waiting to, get applied to the aircraft. Then we'll end up with an external power available light letting us know that we can apply external power. Now, the dash 1 talks about when you hook up power, don't just leave it hooked up, because any time that power is applied to the aircraft, then the BPCU is being powered, and you can follow it through here. Power will go through here, we'll get our available light, and power up the BPCU. And so with that power sitting there, and there's no avionics cooling, it could burn up the BPCU. So then we go upstairs, turn power on, the BPCU will control the external power relay, and as long as everything's good, it'll allow us to apply power. And with that, up in the flight deck, we'll get our flow meter. It'll come on, showing us that power's flowing from the external power cart through the external power relay all the way over, and then powering our right tie bus. And in powering our right tie bus, power will come across, the BPCU will close bus tie relay number 4, allowing power to come this way, and power forward and aft AC buses for number 4. Power will come over this way, BPCU will close the bus tie relay, same thing, forward and aft buses are going to be powered. Then the BPCU will close our cross tie relay, allowing power to flow across, then our left tie bus will be powered. The same thing will happen, BPCU will close our bus tie relay, allowing power to power forward and aft number 2, close bus tie relay, forward and aft on number 1. So that's how the initial, with the power cart, how power gets on the airplane. So then we'll come in and we'll start up the APU. And so with the APU start, power will come in this way, it'll hit our APR, and once we select it and we decide to turn power on from the APU, the BPC will check it out, make sure everything's good, close the APR, simultaneously closing or opening our cross-tie relay this time. And with our cross-tie relay opened, the power from the APU will be powering our left tie bus, forward and aft, number 2, and forward and aft, number 1. Then we're going to get to the point where we're going to want to start engines, and with the APU on, we're going to go ahead and turn off electrical power up in the flight deck. So we're going to take our external power switch, I guess I should do it like this, we're going to take it to off, and then the BPCU is going to sense that, and it is going to open up our external power relay. And so we're no longer going to have power coming in from external power, so we're going to end up losing all of this down here coming from the external power unit. All of this. Lose these arrows. And then what will end up happening is our APU, well, the BPCU will close the cross-tie relay, so closing it this time and allowing power to come over to the right bus, and then come over and power our forward and aft for number 4, forward and aft for number 3. So at this point we have our APU generator is powering all of our buses on the aircraft. So next we're going to get to the point where we're going to start number 1 generator. Well, we're going to start number 1 engine, which is going to start turning the generator. It's going to start producing freaks and volts. I should probably be a little more specific. It'll be 115 volts, 400 hertz from a 90 kVA generator. And so once the engine started, everything's spinning up, and we go ahead and we turn our generator to on. It will produce power over here. It will be sensed by the GCU. Once the GCU senses it and sees that everything is good, the GCU will close our generator relay, and then it will also close, or I'm sorry, it will leave our bus tie relay open, which means that now we have our number 1 generator powering number 1 forward and aft AC buses. Next, when we get number 2 started, the same thing will happen. The GCU will sense it. If everything is good, then the GCU will close the generator relay, allow power to come across, while also leaving open the bus tie relay number 2. And then number 2 generator will power its respective forward and aft AC buses. When we get to generator 3, it gets a little trickier because the GCU do the same thing, make sure everything's good. If it's good, we turn it on, then it'll allow power to come across through the generator relay, which it closed, and this time the GCU will open the bus tie relay, and then the BPCU steps in and then goes ahead and opens up our cross tie relay, which then allows power to flow from our generator number 3 and power number 3 forward and aft main AC buses, come across here and power number 1 or number 4 forward and aft main AC buses. Once we get number 4 started, GCU checks it out, make sure it's good, is going to go ahead and close the generator relay, and it's also going to open bus tie relay number 4, and this will be the first split parallel